Yesterday night, who was said to be critical and very unstable in the evening in the last medical bulletin that we got about him. Now the hospital has said, we announce the demise of our beloved Kalaignar, Dr. M. Karunanidhi, on the 7th of August at 6:10 p.m. Despite the best possible efforts by our team of doctors and nurses to resuscitate him, he failed to respond. We profoundly mourn the loss of one of the tallest leaders of India, and we share the grief of family members and fellow Tamilians worldwide. So around 5 minutes ago, this press release, this official confirmation has come from the hospital that at 10 minutes past 6, Kalaignar was no more. And even as we speak, there are condolences pouring in from across the country. Already you've got the top political leaders of Tamil Nadu who have condoled his death. Back to you.
Thank you, Padmaja, for joining us. Unfortunate, sad news coming in, but right now the legacy of Karunanidhi, of course, will live on, but heart-rending visuals coming in. What you see on the left-hand side is the Kauvery Hospital. Right outside the Kauvery Hospital, there seems to be a groundswell. All roads leading to the Kauvery Hospital, which is, in fact, resulting in a law and order situation. There is a police advisory in place. An official announcement has been made right now in terms of a medical bulletin, the final medical bulletin that my colleague Padmaja took our viewers through, which confirmed that M. Karunanidhi, former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, the DMK patriarch, passed away at 6:10 p.m. This medical bulletin was released at 8 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago at 6:40 p.m. Emotional scenes, emotions running high, understandably so. I want to cut across to our battery of reporters who's getting us the very latest, the family congregating right now at Gopalpuram, the residence of M. Karunanidhi. We're giving out the medical bulletin right there. On the other hand, you can see heart-rending visuals coming in from the Kauvery Hospital. DMK cadre breaking down. Some of them had been here over the last 10 days for Kalaignar, and now possibly the final goodbye. I want to cut across to Gopi, who's filing this report. All right. I want to cut across right now to Lokpriya, who's joining us outside Gopalapuram, the residence of M. Karunanidhi. Lokpriya, get us a sense of what you're witnessing at Gopalapuram. A pall of gloom there. We already saw his daughter breaking down. Are we going to hear from the family soon?
Priti, the sun has set here in the Dravidian Munnetra Kazhagam. DMK Chief M. Karunanidhi passes away at 6:10 p.m. Very emotional scene here at the Gopalpuram residence. Cadres and family members have gathered here, and the cadres are inconsolable. Many of them are still not able to believe that the veteran DMK Chief Karunanidhi is no more. It is almost very difficult for most of these cadres to believe that they have lost their beloved leader. The medical bulletin very clearly says that with deep anguish we announce the demise of our beloved Kalaignar. That is what Karunanidhi is known to many of his cadres. Kalaignar translates as a scholar of arts, and Kalaignar Dr. M. Karunanidhi breathed his last at 6:10 p.m. Emotional scenes at the Gopalpuram residence of DMK Chief Karunanidhi, where he spent close to 60 years with his wife Dayalu Ammal. Right now Dayalu Ammal is inside the residence. She is flanked by close family members of DMK. We did see DMK daughter, Karunanidhi's daughter Selvi, and his daughter-in-law Durga Stalin arrived here a short while ago. They were teary-eyed, and the situation is very tense over here. The cadres are very upset with the news. That is the DMK flag, as you can see on the screen. The police personnel are stepping up security. They have barricaded the entrances to avoid any kind of untoward incident. This is a great loss for Tamil Nadu, Preeti, because DMK leader Karunanidhi has been one of the towering leaders of Dravidian politics. He has been the last link to Dravidian politics in a sense. With Karunanidhi's demise, we lose three great leaders Tamil Nadu has seen, from Periyar, Anna to now MGR and now Karunanidhi. His loss will be felt across the spectrum of Tamil Nadu in so many fields. It's not just politics that Karunanidhi is known to be excellent at. Karunanidhi's presence has been felt in so many fields, right from arts, literature, cinema and journalism, and even to the extent of politics. He is someone, a leader who always keeps his enemies or adversaries in a good humor as well. It is very injustice in a way to recall his achievements in such short span of time. But Karunanidhi, the towering leader's loss will be a big vacuum in Tamil Nadu. Coming to you, talking to you about the mood here at the Gopalpuram residence. That is the front portion of the Gopalpuram residence that my video journalist Vijay is bringing to you. This is the front portion, and it is teeming with close family members of the DMK. The cadres entry has been restricted, and the cadres are on the other side of the barricade, and the media is right outside the Gopalpuram residence. Very emotional scene over here. From the place where we are standing, we are getting you the vantage view of Karunanidhi's Gopalpuram residence. We are unable to get you the cadres who are at least about 200 feet from us, but emotional scenes right from the Gopalpuram residence, Preeti. Karunanidhi's demise comes as a big blow.
Let's get in political reactions. We have Ms. Saraswati there. She's the spokesperson of AMMK. Ms. Saraswati, the news just coming in, heartbreaking news. Kalaignar is no more.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, Ms. Saraswati, can you hear me?
I really feel very sorry, ma. We lost one of the great leaders of the Dravidian party. They are all the founders of the Dravidian party. He works with Anna, he works with Periyar, he works with MGR. Even though we are opposition party in political ground, but even our late Chief Minister, Honorable Amma, used to appreciate him for his work, for his writing, for his speech. He's a great writer, great speaker, and he's one of the, the leaders who run the party for more than 50 years. It's a great thing. A leader taking care of DMK for more than 50 years. It's a big loss to the Dravidian people.
Ma'am, I'm coming in. Thank you for joining us, expressing your solidarity at this moment with the family of Mr. M. Karunanidhi. We have the Prime Minister, we have the Chief Minister of Puducherry. We have Narendra Modi on the phone line. Sir, a big loss. Karunanidhi, M. Karunanidhi, no more.
Yeah, because our great leader, who has been the champion of the Tamil cause, Dr. Kalaignar, who has been 5-time Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, who has devoted his whole life for the people of Tamil Nadu, and who also played a very key role in Indian politics. He is no more. Today morning I went to, along with my cabinet colleagues, I went to Chennai to call on his colleagues. At that time, his position was very critical, because Dr. Kalaignar has been recognized as the tallest Tamil leader in our country, not only in our country, all over the world. His loss is great loss to Tamil Nadu people, because he has been the championing the cause of the Dalit, minority, scheduled tribe and backward classes. His entire life he has been working for the welfare of the poor and downtrodden people. And I condole the death of Dr. Kalaignar, and his loss is a great loss to the people of Tamil Nadu.
Thank you for joining us, sir. Mr. Narendra Modi, the Chief Minister of Puducherry. Let's just also take you right now to the reaction of the Prime Minister. Mr. Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, tweeted just a short while back. 2 tweets by the Prime Minister. Just want to take our viewers through that. In the last tweet, Narendra Modi tweeted saying, "My thoughts are with the family and the countless supporters of Karunanidhi ji. In this hour of grief, India and particularly Tamil Nadu will miss him immensely. May his soul rest in peace." He also tweeted, "I have had the opportunity of interacting with Karunanidhi ji on several occasions. His understanding of policy, emphasis on social welfare stood out. Firmly committed to democratic ideals, his strong opposition to the emergency will always be remembered." That is Narendra Modi tweeting out his condolences to M. Karunanidhi and his family, the passing away of M. Karunanidhi, and condolences to his family. I want to cut across to a battery of reporters getting us the latest. Akshaya and Gopi join us right outside the Kauvery Hospital, where, Gopi, there seems to be a massive groundswell right now. Heart-rending images coming in outside the hospital. there was a sense of a possible law and order situation that could go awry. What are you picking up? Gopi, can you hear me? All right.
Priti, could you please repeat the question? I can hear you now.
Gopi, I understand completely that on the din around you, you can't quite hear the question, but there were apprehensions earlier. The police had also given out an advisory of a possible law and order situation. We do know there's a massive groundswell right now where the cadre, running high on emotion after hearing the death of their leader, are possibly blocking all roads leading to the Kauvery Hospital.
Well, absolutely, Priti. That is what we are also getting to understand. And the Tamil Nadu police is taking no chances because they have lined up a full battalion of armed reserve police who are actually ready for action at any moment as it may be necessary. And as you see outside Kauvery Hospital, these are really, really heartbreaking visuals. People who are actually finding it extremely difficult to control their emotions because these women who have been gathering here for over days now have finally come to this very disappointing news, as we can say, and these women have been crying out loud for a long time now. And immediately after this press release of confirming the demise of Karunanidhi came, we could see similar scenes all around this hospital. It's not just women who have been weeping and crying, but it's also men and the party cadre, DMK cadre, people who have been finding it extremely difficult to control their emotions. And that is the kind of dramatic scenes that we have out here. And as of now, there is no law and order situation that has been reported in any part of the city. But the police
I just want to cut in to get in more political reactions. We have Ms. Soundarya Rajan from the BJP Tamil Nadu unit. She's on the phone line with us. Ms. Soundarya Rajan.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, ma'am? All right. We have Ms. Soundarya Rajan at this point of time, ma'am.
Yeah.
The passing away of a legend today.
Yes. Yeah. We are deeply saddened by the demise of our senior leader from Tamil Nadu. Recently, our Honorable Prime Minister met him. I was with him. And he could identify him. And nowadays, actually, he's the most respectable and most senior leader of Tamil Nadu. And he's already a literary man. And it's a great loss, not only to Tamil Nadu, it's a legendary in politics. So it's a great loss for the Tamil Nadu as well as the national politics. He was an example for a successful politician who could take decisions in a vital time during the political career, and he was always successful and very sharp-minded and political-minded, a great person. We have lost.
Appreciate you joining us, ma'am. Thank you. What we are playing out right now, of course, a lot of dignitaries tweeting out their condolences. Mr. Ramnath Kovind, the president of the country, tweeting out his condolences on the passing away of Karunanidhi. I want to cut across at this point of time to senior journalist T.S. Sudhir, who's joining us. Heartrending visuals coming in from both Gopalapuram and the Kauvery Hospital. There is a police advisory there. We don't want to sound alarmist at all. Everything is peaceful. It's under control. But if you are in Chennai, stay at home. There seems to be a groundswell. All roads right now leading either to Gopalapuram or to the Kauvery Hospital. Let me cut across to senior journalist T.S. Sudhir. T.S., if you could take us through the legend or the legacy that Mr. M. Karunanidhi leaves behind.
Well, it's definitely a passing of an era. In fact, we had used this phrase when Jayalalitha passed away in December 2016. In fact, very ironically, Mr. Karunanidhi was admitted to hospital just a few days before Jayalalitha passed away that month. So in that sense, Tamil Nadu has lost two of its most towering leaders. In fact, the last 5 decades of Tamil Nadu politics has been marked by the Karunanidhi versus MG Ramachandran rivalry, and thereafter Karunanidhi versus the Jayalalitha political rivalry. So in that sense, the absence of the two leaders, Karunanidhi and Jayalalitha, within a span of 1.5 years is definitely going to be a major change as far as the state of Tamil Nadu is concerned. But also remember, the DMK and Karunanidhi personally actually stamped his class and image on the national scene as well. He was a part of the NDA government, he was a part of the UPA government. In that sense, showing that he could actually make friends across the political spectrum. But as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, the welfare agenda that he followed, the focus on infrastructure that was followed, especially in the 5 terms that he was Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, will really be remembered by the people of Tamil Nadu. In fact, I've been speaking to people in Tamil Nadu, including bureaucrats who worked with him, who actually pointed out that he was an extremely pragmatic Chief Minister who would actually have a very commonsensical approach to problems, to addressing issues, and really not really sit on ego that he could not listen to an opposing point of view. In fact, one of the very interesting anecdotes that one of the bureaucrats who had worked with him told me is about how every budget, after the budget was presented, he would personally prepare a summary of the budget, minus all the financial jargon, send it to all the DMK district secretaries, ask them to understand and further explain it to the cadre and the people in each district. So that was his way of disseminating financial information to the people at large. So in that sense, someone who understood what people needed to know and had a very clear vision about how those things. So in that sense, Karunanidhi's loss is going to be felt by the people of Tamil Nadu. Of course, as far as his party is concerned, for the last 5 to 6 decades, Karunanidhi has been DMK, and DMK has been synonymous with Karunanidhi. So whether MK Stalin, he definitely has large shoes to fill. He will have to prove himself that he is a worthy successor to his father and be able to take his party forward as far as the state of Tamil Nadu is concerned, and also make his presence felt on the national stage. Preeti.
Yes, I'm going to just come right back to you. I want to cut across to Lokpriya, who's joining us outside Gopalapuram, where the family is gathering. The mortal remains of Mr. M. Karunanidhi would be taken to his residence at Gopalapuram. I want to cut across to, I believe we have Rajya Sabha MP, Mr. D. Maitrian on the phone line. Sir, a passing of a legend today, M. Karunanidhi, is no more.
Hello.
Mr. Maitrian, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sir, your comments, your condolences on the passing away of Mr. M. Karunanidhi.
The end of an era as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. After Anna, MGR and Amma, now this is the 4th major loss as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. The charismatic and magnetic appeal era has come to an end. It's a great loss. In fact, Mr. Karunanidhi had achieved a lot of things. He has been 13 times MLA, 5 times Chief Minister. He has been leading his party for the last 50 years uninterrupted, and a great fighter till the end. My heartfelt condolences to his family, Mr. Stalin, Mrs. Kanimodi, and his followers for the sad demise of one of the last of the doyens of Tamil Nadu.
Appreciate you joining, sir. Thank you. I want to cut across to Lokpriya at this juncture. She's joining us outside Gopalapuram, the residence of Mr. M. Karunanidhi. All right, I'm just being told Rajnikant, who has entered politics, who went to see the ailing Karunanidhi at the Kauvery Hospital, has tweeted out his condolences as well. We're just putting out that tweet right there. Lokpriya, what's the word coming in from the family? We do know that the family is gathering at his residence at Gopalapuram. The mortal remains of M. Karunanidhi will be brought back to his residence. Are we going to officially hear from his family soon?
Well, yes, the situation here at the Gopalapuram residence is very emotional. Family members of DMK Chief Karunanidhi have started to trickle in. That is the front portion area of Gopalapuram residence, where many of the family members and senior DMK leaders are waiting. Inside the residence is DMK Chief Karunanidhi's daughter Selvi, along with Durga Stalin, who are present with Dayalu Ammal. The other senior leaders of the DMK like MK Stalin, Aragiri and Kanimuri are expected to reach here along with the mortal remains of DMK Chief Karunanidhi. It will be kept here. Mortal remains of Karunanidhi will be kept here, and it will be taken to Rajaji Hall tomorrow morning for paying a public respect. And this mortal remain will be over here at Karunanidhi's residence, where he has lived for almost 50 years. The police have stepped up security at the Gopalapuram residence, and overall in Chennai and other parts of Tamil Nadu as well, the security has been stepped up. The police does not want any kind of untoward incident, and the special police personnel have also been called in. Armed reserve police personnel have also been called in. On your screens you see DMK MLA Anbaragan, who is there talking to the police personnel, trying to figure out the arrangements that have been made over here. Remember, the mortal remains of Karunanidhi will arrive here first. This is his official residence, and it will be kept here as the family will spend with the family, and later it will be taken to Rajaji Hall, and that will take place tomorrow morning. And the cadres, there has been a steady stream of cadres who have started to trickle in, because the cadres know that the mortal remains will reach here. So all the roads that are leading to Gopalpuram have been barricaded. Police are not allowing any kind of vehicular movement except that of the family members, and cadres have started to proceed towards Gopalpuram. It's a steady stream of cadres who are coming in. The Theatre Association has confirmed that all the shows will be cancelled from today evening till tomorrow night.
Okay, look, I'm coming in. The reason I'm doing so is we are getting in reactions coming in now. I believe we have Preeti Sawa. He's from the DMK, sir. We're extremely sorry for your loss. The tallest leader, possibly in Tamil Nadu, passing away. Can you tell our viewers, at this point of time, what would be now the next 24 hours? Is there any, how will the mortal remains of Mr. M. Karunanidhi be laid to rest?
We have lost our great leader, a legend in Tamil Nadu, the tallest leader in the country. Always a fighter, the pioneer of the social justice, whose achievements could never be paralleled or forgotten by anyone. We are all in the extreme. We cannot control our case. He was everything to us. The whole of Tamil Nadu is in depression. The party cadres are left to orphans. We have no one else more than our parents. We loved him. They admired him. We are lost. Don't know what we are going to do.
Sir, we are very, very sorry for your loss. Thank you for joining us at this time of grief. I want to cut across to Ms. Najma Heptulla from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Ma'am, one of the tallest leaders passing away.
Hello.
Can you hear me, Ms. Abdullah? Ms. Heptulla?
Yes, I can hear you.
Ma'am, your comments on Karunanidhi passing away, ma'am.
Well, I'm very sad, and the country will be sad in missing a great leader like Karunanidhi, who was the iconic leader of the sentiment of the people of South and especially of Tamil Nadu. The country will always remember him as a great leader. And my sympathies are with his children, his daughter, Kani Modi, is a very, very good friend of mine. My sentiments are with her. And I stand by her mentally. I may not be physically there, but mentally I am sharing her grief.
Appreciate you joining, ma'am. Najma Heptulla, Manipur governor, talking to India today, expressing her condolences. I want to now cut across to Kauvery Hospital, where we are joined by my colleague Akshaya. Akshaya, the mortal remains of M. Karunanidhi would be taken from the hospital to his residence at Gopalapuram. What are you hearing on that?
Well, Preeti, we've been told that the mortal remains of the former Chief Minister and also the veteran politician M. Karunanidhi will be taken from Kaveri Hospital very shortly. But interestingly, the way the slogans have changed, lines from Tirumbiva, Tirumbiva, which meant come back to us, come back to us. It's now Poiva, Poiva, which means go and return to us in another form. They're hoping that Karunanidhi will return back to them in another form, maybe in a reincarnation. In fact, a little while before, we had been seeing how mobile torch lights were being waved at Kauvery Hospital from, Preeti, the emotions that have been going on outside Kauvery Hospital has been drastically changing every hour. We had seen how women were wailing and beating their chest only a few minutes back, and now all of them have been taken out, and what we are seeing is silent, depressed men from the DMK standing here. You've heard the news about your chief's demise. How are you taking it?
So we can't able to tolerate this news because he is a great leader. It's a great loss to Tamil Nadu, all over India. He is the international leader.
Do you think that the DMK will be the same DMK without Karunanidhi?
Most probably. The MK Stalin will restore the priority and he will challenge any party.
Well, Preeti, even when, at this time, at this mourning time for all the DMK cadres here, they have lost their tallest leader. He has been their chief for the last 50 years and he's brought about changes in Tamil Nadu which was not imaginable. Widow remarriage, social justice, equality among different caste and economic strata, all this were possible in the state of Tamil Nadu, and you're seeing Tamil Nadu as it is now. One of the major reasons is Karunanidhi. He was the one who had, taken forward the ideologies of Anna and Periyar and their Dravidian movement into reality right now. And now with the loss of Karunanidhi and the absence of former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha, most certainly there's a huge vacuum that is created in the Tamil Nadu politics. But now the major question that is in forward to us is what will happen to the DMK? Yes, we're seeing the cadres hopeful that MK Stalin will take the lead, but we also see that his other heirs like Alagiri and Kanimuri all are in waiting for succession, and the dispute between the brothers have also been well noted. At this point of time, what will happen next? Will the succession lead to a party's dramatic downfall? That's something that we'll have to watch out to. But at the same time, we know very well that outside Kauvery Hospital, all these DMK cadres who had been eagerly waiting for taking their Karunanidhi, their Kalaignar back home healthy, are now standing here waiting guard to take his mortal remains home, to pay their last tribute to their leader Karunanidhi. Preeti.
All right, thank you for joining us. Akshay, going to come right back to you. Well, you can see the DMK cadre there using their phones to pay homage with that light. And in a short while from now, what we are expecting is the mortal remains of Mr. M. Karunanidhi would be taken from the Kauvery Hospital to his residence at Gopalapuram. And it is indeed the passing away of a legend. He was, in fact, the first leader to enter the 50th year as the president of a political party. He became Tamil Nadu's chief minister in 1969 for the first time, holding the position of the chief minister of the state 5 times, with his last tenure being in 2006. It was only in 2016 that after being diagnosed with a drug-induced illness or an allergy, it was his son, the succession was handed over to MK Stalin, who took over as the working president of the party. I want to cut across at this point of time to my colleague Gopi, who's joining us a little further away from the Kauvery Hospital. And Gopi, with what you're witnessing, I believe, is a steady stream of DMK cadre, supporters of the political outfit, coming in to the Kauvery Hospital, possibly for a final goodbye.
Well, Preeti, it's really dramatic visuals out here. We could actually see immediately after this news of demise came out, we could actually see the party cadres breaking down, really finding it difficult to control their emotions. And after that, the slogan started changing, because till the official announcement of the demise, it used to be Edinduva Talaiva Edinduva, which means rise again, leader, rise again. And finally, after this disappointing news, the chanting has changed, which actually now means reincarnate leader and come back to us. And also now it has started raining slightly here, and the people here have actually welcomed this rain with a loud cheer. Maybe they must be believing that their leader has acknowledged the slogans that they have raised is what they must be understanding. That is what we must pursue. That is how it has actually started raining a bit here. We have a huge bunch of people around me who have been anxiously waiting over the days over here, and some of these people have also started moving towards Gopalapuram, that is a residence of Karunanidhi, and the rest are still continuing here because right now I'm in the middle of this road. This has actually used to be one of a heavily vehicle occupied road, and now these people, all of them are standing here to have a final glimpse of Dr. Kalaignar when he will be taken back to the home from the hospital. And as you can see, that they're finding it absolutely difficult to control their emotions. They are raising slogans. They are hoping that Dr. Kalaignar would remain in their hearts forever.